and I'm going to take you today for your Pilates for All class. So again, you don't need any equipment, just a mat if you have one. If you don't have a mat, stand up, open your hands out left and right, and just do a little twirl side to side just to make sure that you have enough space. We will be kind of lifting our leg up in class today as well, so just make sure you don't have any kind of objects around. So it is important today, open the hands out and just move around a little bit, make sure that all the space there is clear, okay? So we'll start standing today. So stand to the end of your mat, or if you don't have a mat, just stand with a few feet in front of you. Pop your hands on your hips and roll your shoulders away. We're going to step our right foot forward. So then once my foot is forward, I'm going to spread my toes, give myself good base and support. I want my right knee over my right ankle, left knee under my left hip. So I drop down into a lunge, and then I'm going to step back up. So make it a bit more fluid now. Step, drop, and back. Step, drop, and back. Now if anyone has any balance issues, pop a chair next to you, pop your hand onto the chair, just fingertips, and you can step, and it'll just make it a little bit easier for you to balance. Make sure you come up onto the ball of your back foot as you step forward, and your front knee can angle outwards as you come forward. Just start to open out that front hip, and you'll start to feel a stretch on the back one. Now let's float the hands up as we step out. Hands float up and down. Hands up and down. Let your thumbs go to the wall behind you as you lift the hands up. So you externally roll your arm outwards. We'll go for another 3. For 2. Last one out and hold. Now drop the knee down. Take your right hand in your left hand, interlink your fingers, and you can take that bottom back knee all the way to the ground. Flatten your back foot out. Now from here, pull your left hand using your right, bring it across. Separate your ribs and hips on the left side of your body. Inhale, bring yourself to center. Exhale to the opposite side. So you want your chest to stay facing forward all the time. We're just lengthening one side of the body as we shorten the other. Really feeling all the sides of the core stretching. Go for another 2. And the last one. Take your hands to your hips. Now I want you to feel both hip bones are facing forward, okay? Your front knee is spiraling outwards slightly. Your back thigh bone's almost going inwards a little bit, okay? From here, hands on your hips, and then we're just going to rock the weight forward and rock it back. Rock the weight forward and rock it back. And by doing this, we're just starting to warm up the hips, starting to ease them out. Front thigh bone can spiral outwards and back in. So it moves out, open out that hip, and back. Go for another 4, just moving those hips forward and back. Try and keep your upper body nice and upright, shoulders back and relaxed. Last 2. Last one, lean forward, hold it here. Now you can take your hands down to the mat if you'd like, and just really send that front knee out as far as you can. Send the weight forward as much as you can. If you can lift up to fingertips, try and keep the chest up, eye focus up. We'll hold that there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up onto the ball of the back foot. You're going to reach your front leg forward so it's straight. Point your toes towards your face and then sit your bum back. We're going to start to feel a really big stretch up the back of that front leg. Sink into the stretch a little bit deeper every breath. Hold that there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that foot back and you can stand yourself up. Bring yourself back to the back of the mat. We'll do all of that on the other side next. So when you're ready again, hands on the hips, roll the shoulders back. Have your feet about hip width apart to start. Left foot steps forward, up onto the ball of the back foot. As I drop down, my front knee is over my ankle, back knee under my hip, and then I come back up. I'm going to go forward, sink down, and bring myself back. So I'm going to really try to push off that front foot to bring myself back. Again, if you're struggling with balance, a chair or something next to you, just fingertips on it, will help you balance. And that front knee is spiraling outwards as we go forward. Go for another 3 like this. And 2. And the last one like this. When you're ready, we'll add the arms. Hands come up as you go forward and back. Thumbs go back to the wall behind you, externally rolling the arms out. And we'll go for 3, for 2, and last one. Bring it down, hold it there. Drop the back knee down onto the mat, flatten the back foot out. Take one hand in the other. Take a lovely big inhale. Feel your spine lengthen. As you exhale, lean the body to the right. Separate ribs and hips on your left. Bring ribs and hips together on your right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale to center. And exhale to the opposite side. And just keeping your chest forward all the time. So we're moving laterally, we're not twisting. We're sliding side to side. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Bring to center. Place the hands on the hips. Roll the shoulders back. Keep the spine nice and long. And from here, all we're doing, both hips are staying facing forward. We're just going to move the hips forward and then rock the hips back. And again, hips go forward and hips go back. Your front thigh bone can spiral outwards as you press forward and then come back to center as you come back. Lean it out and bring it back. Out and back. Next one, we're going for a hold. Send that knee out. You can take your fingertips to the mat if you'd like to put the weight a bit more forward. Keep your chest open. You can always stay up high if you need to. Roll the shoulders back. Whatever's most comfortable for you to get that stretch in the hips. We have another 8 seconds here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, we're going to come onto the ball of the back foot. Lengthen your front leg forward and point the toes towards you. You can have your fingertips down on the mat here and just sit your bum back. You'll feel a really big stretch up the back of your leg, maybe a bit into your groin, your hips. And just breathe with it. Chest open all the time. Deep breaths for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the foot down. And then we're going to bring ourselves around to lying down on the mat. We're going to continue with a bit more of a deeper hamstring stretch. So you sit yourself on your mat, you can have your hands on the backs of your thighs and lower yourself down onto the mat then when you're ready. From there you can lengthen your left leg forward and just let it relax. Hip bone is nice and steady. We can bring our right knee towards our chest. You can try and lengthen that leg and we'll take our hands to the back of the calf, the ankle, the shin, wherever feels good for you. And then just try and bring that leg towards you. Now if it feels better for you to have the knee bent, that's fine. Just bring the leg towards you. You will get a little stretch in your hamstrings. A straight leg will get us the best stretch, but if it's too much, just bend the knee. That'll make it a bit easier. Deep breaths. Keep bringing that leg towards you. You can bring your forehead towards your thigh bone, and we'll hold that there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that right leg in your left hand and bring your leg across. Now take your right hand out, rest your head down. So you want to keep your shoulders down on the mat as you do the stretch. So left hand bringing the right leg across. Deep breaths. Bring the foot towards your face, flex the toes towards your face, and now take that right leg and stretch it out the right side of the body. Take your hand to the back of your right thigh bone and pull the leg towards you. Still try and keep your shoulders down and relaxed for this one. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg back to center. You can reach that leg out, let it lengthen forward. We're going to bring the right leg up. Take the hands to the back of the thigh, lift your head, neck and shoulders up and point the toe. You can hold on to the ankle, the knee, the back of the thigh, wherever is good for you, and just bring that leg towards you, feel that stretch. Have it as straight as your body will allow. Now if you're really tight in your hamstrings like me, so the backs of your thighs, if you sit in the car a lot or on a desk, or you do very high volumes of training, they can be really tight, so your knee might start to bend. As best you can, try and keep the legs straight. If it's a soft bend, that's fine, or if it's too much of a stretch, you can add a little bend just to take the hamstring out a little bit. We have another 6 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the shoulders down, taking that left leg in your right hand and bringing the leg across. Point the toes towards your face and bring the leg towards your face as best you can. Lovely long deep breaths all the time. And then take that leg across, out the left side. Flex the foot towards your face and hold that stretch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee in, bring the leg in, reach your legs out, and just roll your shoulders away. Now from here, we're going to do some leg circles. So you can keep your right leg straight out, right hip bone steady. We're going to bring our left leg into tabletop, point the toes forward, and then from here, you're going to bring your left thigh bone towards your chest, out the side of your mat, down around to the front, out across the other side, all the way around. So we're just spiraling our thigh bone in our hip socket. That's all we're doing when we do leg circles, just mobilizing that thigh bone in the hip socket and trying to keep our right hip bone steady as we do that circle with the left. Taking your breath with you, you might like to exhale as you go around and inhale as you come back to center. And if you're feeling like this is really comfortable, like you can push it a bit more, try a straight leg. Straight leg towards you, to the side, to the front, all the way around. If your hamstrings are quite tight, backs of the leg, or you find you're really limited in this, tabletop is fine. When you're ready then, after the next one, we're going to reverse it. So we're going to go forward first, around and back. Taking that breath with you all the time. Big inhales and big exhales. Keep your hand on your right hip. Make sure that right hip is staying steady. We'll go for 3, for 2, and the last one. Lengthen that leg out, and then we're going to go for the right leg. So we're going to bring that leg to tabletop, left hand on the left hip, making sure that leg stays steady. And we're starting off in tabletop. Thigh bone comes towards you, out the side, down to the front, across and back. Keeping the breath really, really long as we go. And again, if you feel really good and confident in this movement, you can try a straight leg. Reach your leg up towards the ceiling and try to mobilize just like that. When you're ready then, we can reverse it. We can go forward first, and around, and bring it back. Again, taking deep breaths as we do. We're going for 3 more. We're going for 2. And then when you're ready, going for your last one. And then bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a small baby rock from side to side. The next movement that we're going to do from here is going to be our shoulder bridge. So for our shoulder bridge, you want to bring the heels of your feet quite close towards your bum, and you want to just have a tennis ball distance between your knees and between your feet. Pop your hands on your hips, roll your shoulders away. You can place your hands down by your sides then, turn and face your palms towards the ceiling so you can really open out your chest. If you can for today, keep the palms facing up so we're not pushing into the mat for that bit of push, that we're going to use the legs instead. If you've done a lot of Pilates or you've been following this class every week, Try with your hands bent at the elbow or hands straight up is really going to challenge your balance. If you take your hands up, try not to have them too narrow that you close off your chest. Keep them shoulder width apart so the shoulders and collarbone can stay open, okay? So you choose your level here. You can start palms facing up, bend at the elbows or straight arms up, okay? So whatever works best for you. Tennis ball distance between the feet, between the knees, and feet close towards the bum. Now take an inhale. We're going to roll our hips towards our belly button, plant our back onto the mat. As you exhale, stand down into your feet. Start to let your hips float up. When your hips are at the top, take a lovely big inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to roll down. Now, as you roll down, you're going disc by disc. So I'm going one disc at a time, going through my mid back, my low back, and then finally my tailbone. When I get to the bottom, I'll take a big inhale, roll my hips towards my belly button, plant your back down. As you exhale, then peeling up. Same thing, we're peeling up disc by disc. Both hips are lifting together. Inhale at the top. Then exhale as both hips lower together. Moving through the spine, one disc at a time. Inhaling at the bottom, roll the hips to the belly button. Exhale, peeling to the top. With an inhale at the top, and with an exhale, rolling back down. Moving through the spine. Every disc, one by one. When you're at the top of your shoulder bridge, try and let your chest relax ever so slightly. When we flare the chest, we kind of put an arch in our back, and we want the back to be nice and straight and relaxed as we roll up and down and massage it. Another thing to note is we'll try our best not to squeeze the muscles in our bum, because sometimes when we do that with an arch in our low back or a lot of force there. So we want to keep our bum relaxed so our hamstrings, the backs of our thighs can do the work, and so that our spine can just be massaged gently up and down. We'll go for another 3 like this. For 2. Last one, we go up, hold it at the top. And now from here, I want you to put all the weight into your left leg, right leg comes into tabletop. If you can't reach the leg towards the ceiling and point the toe, otherwise tabletop is fine. Keep your hips balanced, you want to keep reaching your right hip bone up and out, right thigh bone up and out of your hip socket, so the hips stay balanced. Inhale at the top, and then exhale, peel down. Now here's your challenge, peel evenly through the left and right side of your back. Place the bum down, big inhale, exhale, we're going to peel back up. Inhale at the top, exhale, peel down. If you're not sure if your hips are balanced, pop your hands on your hips and just feel, are they balanced as you move up and down? Is the back moving evenly through center, or are you leaning to one side or the other? Go for 2 more. And when you're ready, go for that last one. Place that right foot down. Transfer all the weight into that right leg. Left leg comes to tabletop, or if you did the other side with the straight leg, go for that here. Reach your left thigh bone a little higher out of the hip socket so the hips are balanced. Big inhale. Exhale, peel down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, peel up. Really stand into that right leg to lift you up. Focus on the movement of those hips. Peeling down with your exhale. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to the top. Inhale at the top. Exhale to the bottom. Nice smooth movements. Let's go for 2 more. Keep that chest relaxed. And then let's go for our last one. And bring those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little baby rock from side to side. So that's just a little test for pelvic stability, hip stability. Just going with that single leg. Can be a little wobbly, but it's a good one to work on. And it's good for mobilizing the thigh bone and moving it in the hip socket as well. Now we're going to do one final thing with bridge. You can have your hands facing down towards the mat for this one if you'd like. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, we're going to peel to the top. Now we want to move our hips together as we've moved them separately before. Both hips are going to drop an inch, both hips lift an inch. Both hips drop and lift. So feel the pelvis moving as 1, lowering and lifting. Don't squeeze your bum at the top, just push the hips forward or up towards the sky to get the movement instead. So we're not squeezing the glutes, we're just dropping the hips and lifting the hips. We'll go for another 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, last 2, and when you're ready, go for that last one. Big inhale at the top, and then exhale, heel down. When you get to the bottom, knees can come in towards the chest, little baby rock from side to side. When you're ready, then we'll open the feet out nice and wide. I go wider than your mat if you have a mat. If you don't have a mat, just go wider than shoulder width apart, okay? Hands open out wide, left and right. And then we're going to drop both knees towards the right. Now you should really try and get your left knee down towards your mat, your right knee down to the ground at the side. So a really big twist. Look in the opposite direction to what your knees are falling. Big inhale, bring the knees to center. Exhale, drop to the opposite side. Inhale, knees to center, and exhale to the other side. So if you imagine your body was like a wet cloth and we were just wringing you out, that's kind of what we're doing with your spine right now, down through to your hips. So you're just getting a really big release, big twisting action. Inhale to center, and exhale to change. And inhale to center. Bring those knees to center. Now from here, what we're going to do, a little bit of ab work. If anyone's finding out that their head is really leaning back, you pop a little cushion underneath your head or roll up your mat or get a hoodie or something like that and just place it underneath your head so you've got a little bit of lift, just if you do feel your neck getting uncomfortable at this point in class. Okay? We're going to bring both legs into tabletop, so right leg tabletop, left leg tabletop, and I'm going to take my hands behind my head. I'm going to have my elbows out wide. Now I'm going to point my toes forward. I'm going to keep my inner thighs connected, keep them nice and active. I'll take a lovely big inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to curl up, look towards my belly button, move my ribs towards my hips. Inhale, I'm going to release back down. Then again, big exhale, I'm going to curl it up. Inhale, I'm going to release it back. So you want to think you're moving your ribs towards your hips, then creating space between your ribs and hips. You're not lifting your head up, you're lifting your head, neck and your shoulders up, and then releasing head, neck and shoulders down. So it's not just you dragging your head up with your hands, everything's moving. The shoulder girdle needs to carry you up and release you back down. So if you think about having a really tight jumper on and you were taking that jumper off over your head, so you scoop up and you release it back. We'll go for 3 more like this. For 2. Last one, go up, hold it there. Now from here, keep your elbows wide, try and keep those shoulders up and off the mat. We're going to inhale, hinge at the hips, tap both feet to the mat. Exhale, bring them back. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, bring it back. Now if you need to, you can do this exercise with your head down. Otherwise, we're staying up high. Inhale forward, lower abdominals open. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale forward, exhale back. We'll go for 4. Big inhale and exhale. For 3. For 2. And the last one. Knees in towards the chest. You can give yourself a small baby rock from side to side. So now we're starting to warm up the core. We're going to start to move a little bit more in the next exercise. For the next one, we're going to hinge single leg. So you're not lengthening the leg, you're going to be hinging at the hips, one leg at a time. Okay, so it's a hinging action rather than a lengthening. So again, start with legs in tabletop, hands come behind the head, elbows wide. Lovely big inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to curl up. This time we're going single leg. Inhale, single leg forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Keep the head, neck and shoulders up if we can. And when you're ready, we can start to twist. As my left leg goes forward, hinges forward, left elbow to right knee. And bring it to center. Right elbow to left knee, bring it to center. So always reset and center between repetitions. We go for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, and 4, Last 3, last 2, and the last 1. Knees come in, drop the head down, give yourself a little baby rock from side to side. Take a few long, deep breaths. Big inhales through the nose and big exhales through the mouth. When you're ready then, we'll bring the legs back to tabletop. Take the hands behind the head again, elbows wide. Nice big inhale. As you exhale, we're going to curl up. We're going to do single leg stretch. So you're going to take both hands now to your left thigh bone or shin bone. Bring the leg in towards you, reach the opposite leg forward. Big inhale, exhale, switch. Big inhale, exhale, switch. And we're going to keep moving. Now the lower you go with that leg you're reaching forward, the harder it's going to be. So if you want to, you can reach it higher into the sky to make it a little bit easier. We're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Knees into the chest and baby rock from side to side. Deep breaths. From there then you can place your right foot down. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. You can rock yourself back and then rock yourself up to seated forward. Okay? We're going to sit nice and tall now. We're going to do C curve next. So you want to have your feet pretty wide, okay? So I'll go a little bit beyond hip width apart. Plant your feet down and make sure that they're nice and rooted down. You've got really good base and support. You can stack the spine up, roll your shoulders back. So I'm sitting really tall and I'm up on the bony parts of my bum. I'm going to take both hands out in front of my chest, but I don't want them chest width apart, a little bit wider just so I can keep my collarbone open. From sitting up really tall, just like this, I'll take a big inhale. Exhale, I'm going to roll off the bony parts of the bum. So the first thing I do is tuck my bum under. I'm going to scoop my tummy back, scoop my chest back, look towards my belly button as I move back. When I'm at the back, so somewhere that feels like a C-shaped position and that I can hold and hold well, I'm going to take a big inhale. Exhale, I'm going to roll back up. I'm going to wait until my shoulders are over my hips. Sit up tall, stack the spine, roll the shoulders away. Big inhale. Exhale, I'm going to curl back, roll off the bony parts of the bum, scoop my tummy back, scoop my chest back, roll back into that C-shaped position. Big inhale. Exhale, I'm going to curl back up. Once your shoulders are over your hips, sit up tall, get on the bony parts of the bum, and then we do that again. Big inhale. Exhale, we start to curl back. Keep your feet planted down as we do this movement as best you can. Inhale up back. Exhale, come back forward. We'll go for 3 more. If you feel a little shaky or wobbly in the core, don't panic. This exercise uses all the stabilizing muscles in your core. So once they switch on, particularly if they're maybe not worked too often or they're a little bit weaker, they'll shake and wobble when they switch on. Now they're stabilizing muscles, so that's perfectly normal. If they're shaking and wobbling a lot, don't panic. That's where your body's trying to adapt and get stronger. So the shakes and wobbles are good. Next one, we're going to go back, we're going to hold it there. In our C-shaped position, if you have shakes and wobbles, hold it somewhere you can hold and hold well. We're going to keep this position here. I'm going to inhale, hands up over my head. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, hands fold up. Exhale, hands fold down. We're going to go for 6. For 5. For 4. And 3. Last 2. And last 1. Hands forward, big inhale. Exhale, come forward. Sit forward, roll the shoulders away. Now you can pop the hands down for a second. Ease the shoulders out if they're feeling it, or if the core's feeling it. You might like to do a little baby rock side to side. Anything you need to do to ease yourself out, because we're going to advance the exercise next. Now if you don't feel you're ready to advance the exercise, stay with both feet down and just move in and out, adding the arms up and down as you go. If you are ready to go for the next exercise, we're going to go for single legs. So we're going to take the hands forward, start with both feet on the mat. Big inhale. Exhale, I'm going to curl back into my C curve. Once I'm there, bring my right leg into tabletop. I'm going to inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down by my right hip. Inhale overhead. Exhale by my left hip. Inhale overhead. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale overhead. Exhale, bring it down. We'll go for 3. For 2. And last one, hold those hands overhead and center. Right foot goes down, left foot comes up. Big inhale, exhale, hands go down and up. Exhale, hands down, inhale to center. Exhale, hands down, inhale to center. Go for 3, for 2, and last one. Hold it in center, bring both feet up. If you can, lengthen the legs. We're holding a teaser for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, pop the feet down, hands forward, roll all the way forward. Press your head between your knees. Take a few deep breaths. When you're ready, bring yourself a little bit more towards the end of your mat. You can do this next exercise with your feet bent. It's going to make it a bit easier, otherwise we'll go for straight legs, okay? If you're not entirely sure, start with bent feet or bent knees. I'll start like that just to show as well. Sit up really, really tall. We're going to take our hands up overhead. Now we're going to take a big inhale. Exhale, we're going to do similar to C-curve, except we're going to keep going. So I'm going to roll off the bony parts of bum. I'm going to roll down through my spine, disc by disc. Tuck my chin in, look towards my belly button. Rolling all the way down. Shoulders down. I'm going to reach my hands out behind. Big inhale. Hands come up from the shoulders. Exhale, I'm going to start to curl up. Tuck your chin in. Curl up. Curling my shoulders softly. Upper ribs, lower ribs, mid back, low back. Come up onto my tailbone. Arms come up. If that felt good for you, you can stay with the knees bent. If it felt a little too easy, lengthen your legs forward. If you lengthen your legs forward, your feet have to stay connected to the ground. From here, big inhale. Exhale, I'm going to start to roll down, peeling through my spine, my low back, my mid back, my lower ribs, my upper ribs, all the way through to my shoulders, my head, arms up behind. Big inhale, hands come up, tuck the chin in. I'm going to start to round out, curling up through my head, through my shoulders, my chest, upper ribs, lower ribs, mid back, low back, up to the tailbone. We'll do 2 more. Big inhale. Exhale, you're going to roll down, peel through your spine. Try and connect with every disc on the way down. Fully relax in between repetitions. Take a big, huge inhale. And then exhale, tuck the chin in. You really want to curl up with those shoulders. Curl through the spine, all the way up to sitting upright. Last one. Big inhale. Exhale. If you need to, bend those knees, plant the feet down. Keep the feet connected to the mat no matter what, whether your knees are bent or legs are straight. And again. Looking towards that belly button all the time. Sitting up and release. Roll the shoulders away. So that was a really nice stretch for your spine. Got a lovely spine, hip, hamstring work here today. So we're going to do a little bit more going with that. So next thing we're going to do is spine twist. So we're going to start to work the upper body a little bit more. So you're going to sit with your feet nice and wide. I go back beyond shoulder width apart, flex your feet towards your face. Sit up really tall. Now if you need to, if you find it hard to sit in this position, put a cushion underneath your bum, or if you have a yoga block, or if you don't have anything, but if you do have a mat, roll your mat up and then sit up on the mat, okay? It'll just give you a little bit of extra support and make it a bit easier to sit upright. So once you have the feet in position, if you have any groin injuries, if it's hurting you here or hips, just have your feet a little closer together. It's absolutely fine, okay? We're gonna bring our hands out wide, left and right. Now I'm gonna take a big inhale. When I inhale, I don't want my shoulders to scrunch up, I want to keep them relaxed. So I'm inhaling into my ribs. As I exhale, I'm going to twist. I'm going to hinge from my baby toe. 1, 2, 3, back to center. Inhale, exhale, twist, hinge. 1, 2, 3, to center. Big inhale, exhale, twist, hinge. So what we're doing, we're really rotating your spine. We're really working through the shoulders, all the muscles in your rotator cuffs all the way around. Really big exercise. So don't worry if you feel a bit limited or a bit sticky in it. It does get better week on week. This is one of those exercises that every time you do it, it feels a little bit better. That back arm, reach it out the back in center as best you can. We're just going for 2 more. And last one. Bring it to center and roll the shoulders away. Now we're going to bring ourselves up to standing towards the end of your mat. This is the part of class where we're going to be lifting our leg. So if you have anything around you that you might need to move, that is the time to do it, okay? Stand with your feet about hip distance apart. You can even go a tiny bit wider than that for this one. And we're just going to walk our hands down to the mat. Now walk your hands towards the front of the mat and just send your feet back. I want you to sink your head between your shoulders and sink your chest towards your thighs. Keep your legs as straight as your body will allow, and send the bony parts of the bum up into the sky as you send the heels of your feet down to the ground. Relax your shoulders, let your chest, your breastbone move forward towards your legs a little more, and just breathe and be here. You can press in and out of the stretch. And then from here, I want you to put all the weight into your left leg. Right knee comes in towards the chest. Now when it comes in, we can move the body forward, we can round out slightly. Then we're going to lift that leg up. When we lift it up, open out into that right hip, point the toe, bring your hip back to center, bend the knee in, move the body weight forward, move the body weight back. Leg comes up, open out. Leg to center, knee comes in. Leg goes up, open out. Leg to center, and knee comes in. We're just going to go for 3 more on this side. Really open out into that hip when you rotate out. Hip comes back to center, down to your mat. Last 2, lift up, rotate, rotate, bring it back. And the last one, lift, open out, hold it there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down, knees come down, hands go forward, feet together, knees apart, and sit your bum back to your heels. Take a few deep breaths. Let your chest sink down to the mat, let your head sink down to the mat. Hold that there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself back up. We're going to go back into that position again. So reposition your hands on the mat, up onto the balls of the feet, and sink your head back, sink your chest back. Sink into that stretch again. This time, putting all the weight and focus into that right leg. Left knee comes into the chest, weight goes forward. Leg goes up, open out into that hip. Hip comes back to center, knee comes in. Then again, lift the leg up, open out, knee to center, bring it back. We'll go for 4 more. Lift and open to center and back. Lift, open, center and back. Huge movement for those hips. Last one. Bring it back, knees come down. This time we want to keep our bum up high in the sky. Reach your hands forward and keep the bum open out. Let the feet go flat, and I want you to feel the bony parts of your bum open out to the wall behind you. Let your chest sink down towards the mat. Arms can reach forward. Take nice long deep breaths. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it forward. And we're going to go into our last exercise of the day. So from here, what we're going to do is mermaid. So for mermaid, we want to go into a Z-sit position. Now in our Z-sit position, you've heard this nearly every week, you don't have to sit this way, okay? If there's any injuries, ankle, knee or hip, and you find it too hard to fold the legs into this position, that back leg, reach it out in front, okay? The front foot can move forward or back then, depending on where it needs to be to give yourself a bit of comfort. The main thing is where you're sitting, I want you to sit in your sit bones to start. If this position is also uncomfortable for you, Try and just cross the legs like this. You can do the exercise just like this, the same way. When we're going on our elbow, you might need to be on your fingers, but you can modify as we go, okay? So our full Z sit position is here, front foot to the back thigh bone, back foot to the back, okay? Otherwise you have your alternatives there. Once you're in your seated position, sit up tall, roll your shoulders back. Your chest is going to stay facing forward. We're going to bring our right elbow down to the mat, and then I'm going to reach my left arm up and over. I'm going to keep space between my shoulders and my ears. Reach that left arm as far out of the shoulder socket as I can. Big inhale, hand comes up. Exhale, hand goes over. Flexing the body to the side. Big inhale, elbow comes down. Exhale, reach the arm over. Inhale, hand floats back. And exhale, reach. Now you want to think you're sliding the body from left to right. You're not twisting. So I'm lengthening the space between my ribs and hips on the left side of my body as I reach over to that side. And I'm I'm squeezing the opposite side closer together. So one side, ribs and hips separating, opposite side, ribs and hips together. We'll go for another 3. Draw a rainbow with that hand that you're switching. For 2, keep the shoulders away from the ears. And the last one. Bring the hands to center, roll the shoulders away. We're going to switch those legs around now. So we're going to go the opposite side. Now again, you can sit like this, you can sit with the leg out in front, you can sit with the legs crossed over, or you can put something underneath your bum just to prop you up. That might make it a bit easier as well, okay? So choose whichever position is most comfortable for you, ankle, knees and hips, because it is quite a big stretch for the hips as well. When you're ready then, we'll bring that elbow down, opposite arm reaches up and over, creating all that space between my ribs and hips on that side of my body. Big inhale, hand comes up, and exhale, reach it over. Then again, inhale, bring it down, and exhale to switch. My chest is staying facing forward all the time. It's just my body sliding from left to right. My shoulders staying away from my ears. And we're going to go for another 3. For 2. And then the last one. Bring it to center, pop your hands on your knees, just roll your shoulders away. When you're ready then, we're going to bring ourselves up to standing, okay? We're going to do a roll down to finish. So big inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, fold the body forward. Give a bend to your knees, let your hands come down towards the mat. Look between your knees to the wall behind you. Now from here, I want you to take your left elbow in your right hand, your right elbow in your left hand. We're going to bring the elbows to the outside of the right knee. Then I'm going to bring them across to the outside of the left. And I'm just going to swing my body from left to right and ease out my spine, my hips, my low back. Then I'm going to release and center, hands hang down, really, really heavy. Imagine you had really heavy shopping bags in your hands. They're just hanging down there. Look between your knees, let your head hang down. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. And then just let your head hang down. Now every breath you do, I want you to try to lengthen your legs but keep your chest as close to your thighs as you can. When you can't get your legs any straighter, let your chest peel off just enough to get the backs of the thighs straight. Once they're straight, you can start to stand into your feet and roll up. One disc at a time, place them on top of your hips. Roll the spine up. Keeping those arms really heavy hanging down. Peeling all the way up. Last thing at the top, the shoulders, roll them back. Take a big inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale out and around. One more big breath up and out, and you're all done. Well done.